Hello there guys, it's Joey and this is a new product for the store. This is Heart of the Celtic Warrior, and there is a barrier powder and a spell oil, and I'm probably going to sell them individually, I think. And this has been something in the works some time coming. This is a naturally dyed product, and I hope you can see it's très blue. This one's a mix, so it's kind of the blue is within, but it's more dispersed within the barrier. But the oil, hopefully you can see it's naturally dyed blue, and Celtic warriors are said to have painted themselves blue. It's battle paint to go into battle. So Heart of the Warrior is about the duality of war paint, of the Celtic warrior painting themselves up for battle, and I've always seen it twofold. The first way in which one would paint oneself for going into battle is the idea of becoming the warrior, becoming intimidating, becoming fearless, getting ready to go into battle, preparing for war. And that translates into modern witchcraft or modern spell items when one is facing difficulty, and it could be legal battles and such like that. It can be problems at work, it can be all sorts. But when one needs to imbue oneself with the energy of the warrior, or bring that energy into one's home in order to create barriers, particularly in the case of the barrier powder, to prevent enemy invasion into one's home. And the other way in which the Celtic war paint really speaks to me is the idea of it being a religious and spiritual act, that the warrior was not separate from the spiritual realm, but indeed was part of the spiritual mythos which ran through Celtic society. And of course it's difficult to pinpoint the exact rituals, the exact meaning, because they were an oracular society and we only have second-hand accounts from bystanders who may or may not have been there, or the information could have just been passed on, and so we don't have the spiritual significance as it was, and instead we're left to interpret. And the way that is mostly interpreted in a modern sense, that I feel speaks beautifully to the idea of war paint, is the idea that the body is painted in an outward display of the spirit. This can be applied to the idea of tattoos in modern society, that one decorates one's skin with outer images that one feels reflects one's inner self, one feels reflects the soul, and therefore that becomes an outward representation through image and symbology of one's inner self. And therefore the warrior would be painted with the Celtic symbols by druids perhaps, or of people of spiritual significance, in order to draw down the gods into one's being when one was fighting the enemy, to placate the gods, or to draw strength from the gods, and to become the fearless, to become the other, to become more than just a man. And I like that idea here with the Heart of the Warrior, that one needs to fight for something of a higher ideal, to be more than just what one is, to excel, to evolve, to become more than one is right now. So that is Heart of the Warrior, and these will be available soon. Many blessings.